Good day, or good morning. We have an update. Well, everyone has an update on our topic of the week. 3i Atlas. Again, it has exited perihelion, which means it has gone behind the sun and is moving away from it, as opposed to approaching it. Is now leaving. Um, it has accelerated. Oh, and everyone's saying, wow, it accelerated at a rate that's not natural or not normal. Um, okay, first off, something we do when we launch our probes into space is we can't launch them fast enough from Earth to actually get to where we want it to get to quick enough so that the data gets back to us and not back to our children. So we often launch our probes from Earth and send them like on a loop around the sun to be able to, catch the gravity and not fall into the sun's orbit or fall into the sun, but it'll catch the gravity so it'll pull, speed it up, and then we have it just an angle just right so it'll swoop around and fly off. Like a kid on those little spinny things when you're, a kid, you're sitting on a little flat round thing and some kid spins it and you're on the side of it trying to hold on and you let go, you go woo. Well, at least now we did. Anyhow, we do this all the time. Not unusual. If you remember Star Trek episode in the original series, they did it there. Actually, one of the movies did the same thing. Although they science fiction, time warps, and all this weird stuff. But anyhow, seek the attraction of the sun, catch an angle, an arc, and get back out, and you're accelerated tremendously. This is normal. A lot of them are saying this is abnormal because we haven't seen it before. Well, yes, we have. One, we do it. Two, smaller, as in not regular comets. Thank you. Have done it and have gone behind and come back out with a higher acceleration than expected, and or very high acceleration back on out. They're saying, well, it's far exceeding that which Oumuamua did. Well, so, so faster than Oumuamua, but slower than some of the smaller ones. So it's really strange and weird. No. Two, again, it's a toppling object. So let's say as it came around the sun, maybe it toppled less, and maybe one of the narrow sides to the sun had gone around and it's now a flat side, and it's now off-gassing even more, and then being pushed off like a jet. Acceleration when other stuff then heats up, cooks off, nitrogen, which cooks off pretty low. Could be a large amount of it, making a jet to help push it off. Normal. A lot of people are saying, well, its velocity doesn't match up with its mass. Okay, well, if you want to do a mass and velocity equation, you have to know what the mass is to get the velocity right. If you remember your physics, when you do collision experience, you can do mass, velocity, angle of impact, angle of response, and you can calculate how far the two will hit each other and where they will go. Smaller object, larger object, stationary, moving. But you need to know the mass of one and the mass of two to do all the physics behind it and the mathematics. Or if you don't know the mass of one and you have a mass of a second that hit it, and depending on how far it moved and how fast this one, you can guess the mass of this one mathematically. But if you don't know the mass and you only have the velocity and you're guessing on the mass of a rock or snowball as it's being heated up and outgassing going around a gravitational source, the sun, how do you calculate its velocity properly? Again, if you don't know the mass, and if the mass is changing, variable mass, variable speed, outgassing, variable speeds, anyhow, okay. Two, right now, the sun is very active. It has recently put out several large solar flares. A large solar flare is a big boost of energy coming off of it. And guess where some of the boost of energy went? And what was in the path of it? 3i Atlas. So that boost of energy, a solar flare putting things off, could one, help cook off stuff even faster, and two, again, space isn't empty. It's like a wave coming off of the sun, an energy wave coming off of the sun, and that wave could have caught and pushed 3I Atlas a little faster. All of this is normal. Normal physics, and we can find all this. Again, we're not talking aliens and jet propulsions or plasma accelerations off of this strange object. Curious, it's fun, it's interesting, it's again, a great thing for astrophysicists and astronomers to play around with. But again, the sun is set off very large solar flares recently, of which one is coming our way, and it should hit here around, what do they say, the 5th and the 6th, which when it gets here, that will help improve, we'll get larger aurora borealises, and also possible some interference with the electronic devices. So if your internet's acting a little weird, your telephone starts acting a little weird, well, we'll be getting one of these solar bursts coming in our direction very soon. We also have right now the C2025, meaning Comet 2025 year, is also having fun. It's not on a parallel or within our kind of general plane to the sun that we kind of like and see our comets. It's kind of, so to speak, kind of over us and doing its little maneuvers. Again, no one really cares that much about it because it's maintaining kind of regular paths and patterns, or no one has bothered to actually look at it so much. Who wants to talk about, C22 Lemon as opposed to 3I Atlas? One has a sexier name by far. So, that's that's not essentially all of it. Well, 3I Atlas, that's about it. We also have coming up on the 8th and 9th, the Leonard's meteor shower should be coming, and it should be a rather large one. Coincidentally, we're having all kinds of fun activity, which adds all kinds of more fun mechanics. But it should be a rather larger one, and I know they say that every time, but unfortunately it's also hitting at the time of a full moon, so that makes viewing a little more difficult. And always either that or it'll be a rainy day or overcast night, which is astronomers' luck, worst in the world. But it's an active solar system right now. Coincidentally, the planet's also been having a lot of earthquakes all around, very large ones all around. What a coincidence that we also happen to have, planetary alignment. Don't get weird. I'm not talking, any spiritual or, what was that whole group behind the planetary alignment? But anyhow, it's just kind of an interesting time right now, how things are lined up, where things are, and things that are going on at the same time. Makes for a lot of news, makes for a lot of confusion. It's totally cool. I just wish I was in a darker environment to go outside and do some watching myself. But anyhow, 3I Atlas, yeah, it's acting funny. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Plasma jets and aliens? Probably not. I mean, hey, it'd be great if it was. Some are saying, well, it's accelerating and it made a turn, an unexpected turn. Well, it didn't make a large turn. It just shifted a little bit. I mean, relative to its arc. Again, having gone towards the sun and it's coming out of perihelion, out from behind it and coming back towards, us with sun's here. It's gone around behind, catch a little more gravitation, catch a little more energy, and gets flung out at a slightly different path angle than what we thought. And that means it made a change. Again, tumbling, turning, heating, off-gassing, solar winds, mass unknown. So again, vector calculations. Okay, you got your mathematics, you got your mass, you got your velocity, you got your vectors. Speed, acceleration, angle. You do the math. I did that years and years and years ago. Don't ever want to do it again. Again, this has gone a little too long. I do apologize, but it's fun. It's cool. But I see on the internet, of course, all kinds of strange things about what it's doing and what it's not doing, or what it is doing, and how alien, use that word, foreign, and irregular and not normal. Again, 3i Atlas, third interstellar object per se, named Atlas. C2025 is also a comet that has a very large, it's not interstellar, but has a very large orbit. No one's really talking about that. Again, being 3i, it means the third interstellar object. You had a Oumuamua, which acted pretty funky, and also had a really cool name too. Everyone liked, Oumuamua. The biggest thing on that one was trying to get the pronunciation right, and I hope I'm doing it somewhere close. I forget Oumuamua's designation. Was that like a 2i Oumuamua, a 1i Oumuamua? Anyhow, 3i, third interstellar. So this is only the third time we've seen one. So, you only seen three things. How do you know what's regular from it? What's normal, what's not? You've seen 100 of them? Yeah. 3? A lot of speculation. Anyhow, sorry this went a little bit longer than it should have. I know we're all around the country. We have November 4th tomorrow is a voting day. Vote. It's important. Everyone needs to vote. I'm not getting political on which party or whatever. I'm just saying it is important. Go vote. Speak. Also, again, we have a full moon coming up. We have the Leninoids coming up. And also, again, C2025 Lemon should be visible soon, if not already. And 3i Atlas with, and again, you're going to need like a really good astronomy set binoculars and or telescope to see 3i Atlas. You probably can see London with less. I gotta have to double check. I didn't think about that before. Anyhow, astronomy, physics lesson number 2 for the past week. Please please subscribe. Again, I'm trying to get I get over 50, then I can do live feeds. We can do chats. Also, ideally, I'd like to generate a little bit of income to offset some of my equipment and expenses, and so we can do a little better studio work than me in Iraq and in a hard place. Anyhow, have a wonderful day. Enjoy the night sky, as they say. Keep looking up, as someone would say. Saludos.